Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson.
And we are underway from Mexico City.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now 2nd and 9.
It's Eckler again. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Running on first down, Eckler.
He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They've come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
So here in the heart of Mexico, this is a city that's hosted a handful of NFL games before, but now this is a different deal. A relocated franchise moving south of the border, playing here on a permanent basis. It's going to be exciting times here in the Mexican capital, that's for sure. And really all across this country, they're pumped for this because this will be Mexico's team.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
93. 93.
They'll set up to throw. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Carr now on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Carr to throw again. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Here is 3rd down and 4. A handoff running left is Miller. And this won't be enough. Stop the yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. To throw his Carr. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
That solid gain will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Here's Carr. This will be caught at about the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 6-yard line.
Monday, now! Hey, 7:34. What's up?
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are on the board here first in the season opener.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist bump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
On to the second quarter, Mexico City in possession as they've got it as we resume action. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Herbert now. A little short pass. This is Everett. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And then we've got a 3rd and 4. Now it's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. On 4th down, Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Now! 180! 180, we're good! Let's hot!
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
What now?
Here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he'll find Moreau here. And a broken tackle could not free it. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Now Carr.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Smith. To give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers. Everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
This from 25 yards out.
Patterson's kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Oh, look at the juke. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Back to throw here, Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
This is taken at the 15. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with a 10-0 lead, you figure they won't try to do anything foolish here. Meanwhile, Carr's throws on target to Duvernay.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
In motion, Aguilar.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
6:37. What's up?
On first down, Carr. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Right down.
The final shot here before half for Carr.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And this one is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on the 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
On first and 10, here's Carr. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they top 30.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On play action, now Carr.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5.
Right Monday, down. Yes, sir.
Now it's Miller running right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the score. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Alvin Kamara.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Set.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. Set.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. He'll get this to Eckler. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Ready.
And to the right side here, it's Allen. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And that's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Herbert has it knocked free. Look at the big man rumble. He's to the 15. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead is now 24. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
5-9.
Here's Herbert. And incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing to trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, OB.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
What now?
2nd down and 8. Carr now to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion
And that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Kamara up the middle. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10.
To throw, it's Carr. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Able to shake him off.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Patterson's kick is good.
And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
On second down, here's Herbert.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now it's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Chargers are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now down to 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Let's go.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams.
47 yards.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Heavy. Push it.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Down at the 35, it'll be second down. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Coming left is Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Second down at the 38-yard line.
One down.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right?